Hey everybody, it's Bear. Look here, it's Tuesday. It's time to do a little camp cooking, okay? And if you hadn't noticed, I'm changing the name of this series to Camp Cooking Tuesday because we're going to incorporate all kinds of stuff. So anyways, start looking for it that way. If you're searching for Canteen Cup Tuesday, start searching for Camp Cooking Tuesday also. So if you follow me on Facebook, you'll notice I had posted a picture a while back when I was grocery shopping. I found this new item, this chicken, right? Kind of like the tuna packets, but it's chicken. I found that from Starkist. I posted something on my Facebook page, and I thought this would be an awesome thing to create a meal around. Now, as I created that meal, I also realized that I created one that would be easy to do with the old alcohol stove. Y'all asked about the alcohol stove. There's some serious bugs out here today. So what I brought with me is one of my little do-it-yourself cook kits. This is my soup can cook pot. I've got a pop can alcohol stove in it, a windscreen, and a piece of foil for it to set on. You know, this is pretty lightweight. I forgot my scale, but I'll put in the weight. I'll put in the weight right now. Now, I really haven't used this much lately since I bought my Esbit stove set. Just for comparison, for the stuff sacks, the cook pot, and the stove, I'll put in that weight. Okay, so this is obviously, actually I think, yeah, this is heavier than this. I'm pretty sure it is. You'll see in the weights I listed. This is just a cheap do-it-yourself kit. If you didn't want to actually use any of the items that I bought to make this stuff, then you know, you could figure it spending, let's see, $2 worth of soda for 2 cans, $2 for soup, and $2 for a can of beer. So $6 for an ultralight cook kit. It's pretty good, but really and truly, this is it's just trash. I'm recycling trash. So anyways, what we're going to cook today is a ginger soy chicken in some Thai ginger noodles. And I brought some green onions and some bell pepper to mix in with it. So let's drop down to the ground, because I don't like to cook with alcohol stoves on the picnic table. Alright, first things first, let's get rid of some of this leaf litter. Although we've had like rain after rain after rain, and everything's pretty wet. I probably couldn't light these leaves on fire if I wanted to. Oh man. And I usually just use a fat rubber band each way on my little homemade kit to hold it together. Inside, I'll put a container with a couple ounces of fuel. Got a little piece of aluminum foil. I've got my Foster's can windscreen. Whew. Might be time to enjoy a new Foster's. Got some paper clips to hold it together. Like so. Need some alcohol. Now for my DIY cook pot, what I use, I bring a bandana with me. And I just fold it into a long fat strip. And that I can reach that around my pot and grab it like that. Now with this kind of alcohol stove, it's going to have to prime up. Now for these noodles, it needs a cup of water. It needs to boil the noodles for 1 minute, and then they need to rest in the hot water for a couple minutes. And in those noodles, you have a seasoning packet and a packet of oil. Now, I will say one thing about alcohol stoves. You got to get to know your stove. You got to get to know your cook pot. Know how long it takes to bring water to a boil under different conditions. Got some serious flames going on there. Woohoo! If you want to use an alcohol stove, that's awesome, but I would take some time and practice with it at home. Don't just take off on the trail with one and think you're going to be successful first time out. Now, this is one of my other alcohol stoves. I showed it to you in another video, and I've used this one in another video. But this one, you pour the alcohol in here, and in this second outer layer, there's a wick, and so there's holes at the bottom, and the alcohol feeds up into the wick and burns off the wick. And there's an air hole here up top, so you don't choke the whole thing out. Now, last time I tried to use this, honestly, it was pretty ornery. It fought with me. I cut a lot of footage out of that video. Now, Starkist has come out with 4 different flavors of these chicken packets. They've got a buffalo style, a zesty lemon pepper, and a chicken salad, along with the ginger soy that we're using today. So, give you a chance to switch up the tuna, you know. Feels like my stove went out. It did. Wow, it burned up all that alcohol that fast. Started boiling pretty quick. There we go. We're boiling. And really and truly, it's just like I told you, I haven't used one of these in a while. So, you know, the fact that we didn't get a boil that first time could be completely my fault. I said, these stoves really need to work with them and practice with them. All right, so that's the minute they needed to boil. And, you know, herein lies another problem. I can't put that stove out. Whoops. Now, what I will tell you is if we let these guys sit here, those noodles are just going to keep soaking that sauce right on up. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and put my bell pepper in there. Let's see here, let's go ahead and put this chicken in. All that mixed in. All right, I think I've let it soak, the noodles soak up about all the water. I'm gonna sit here and let them soak up. Let's add the green onion to the picture here. Let's go back up to the table and eat. I was waiting for the wind to die down for a minute. My goodness. So don't get me wrong, y'all. I love my military gear. I love my canteen cup, my canteen. Matter of fact, I got my water in it for down here today. I'm gonna get some of that. But it's not always the right gear for camp. Ooh. Just brought myself some chopsticks. Well, yeah, y'all, there's a little Asian delight for you. Oh man, that's good. I'm gonna eat and we'll see you on the trail.